happened. So in a way, he pulled the brothers back from disappointment. You know what I mean? What kind of agony would they have went through if they hadn't been pulled back from the shake your booty stuff? You ever see that cartoon about Martin Luther King went to sleep and he come back?
Oh, you talking about Boondock?
Boondock.
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen that?
I've seen that, yeah.
Hey, man, that's kind of, that would have had to, he would have said, what? Now, there's a good part now we got to remember.
What has happened to our youth?
Huh?
What has happened to our youth?
What has happened to our youth? Now, we got to live right through it. We different. We got to live right through that, but we still have faith, discipline, all of that. We have to have all of that, and we see living here right with it. You see what I mean? We're sitting here right with it, and we still have to have extraordinary discipline, self-control, all of those things that relate to the faith. So now, so whatever's going on, we're doing the biggest and the best job of whatever that is right now. And there's no doubt about it. This is not arrogance, this is not anything, but I'm saying every place was exposed. So Oakland been exposed for decades now. DC, every little state. Remember they had the little Negroes come through, they was taking shahadas every 2 minutes. One guy, he was so tensed up, he was mad about pretending to take shahada. I don't know what the government gave him. But I told him I wasn't going to waste no time on him. Muhafiz pretended to be wasting time on him. Took him over there, and where are they now? He's closed up, and so have they. What do they have around there? Juma or something? I don't never go. They, each one of them, developed a program to pull people away. Remember the person we used to have here? He was pretending, you know, like the little Bangladeshi guy came in here with the calendar the other day. Okay, he's over there, right? The brother come out of prison, we hook him up, all of that stuff, right? It don't bother us. Not only that, but I believe they knocked over the whole room full of whatever it is over there. We had oil and all that. They stole all of that. Stole a lot of books, but they could have had them. Yeah, I mean, but it's evident what everybody's doing, right? It's evident that the guy is sitting here and sucking up everything, and he leaves, and the people that go, they're not being stolen. Their job is to go over there. The people's job was to leave here and go over to the other place for research center. That was their job. That had nothing to do with a flaw in our development or anything like that. That had nothing to do with anything like that. But now everybody has seen the process. Now the other thing is our ability to go along with that process without any problem whatsoever. That's a miracle. That's the miracle. That nobody, people get paranoid just for anything. You can leave the light, turn their lights on in their car and run their battery down, and they'll be paranoid. Super paranoid. When I walked out of the house this afternoon, pop, 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 these is gunshots. I just turned around and walked, stuck my head back on the door and walked outside. What the hell is this? You know, I didn't jump or move around or nothing, go in the house, close the door. I just turned, I'm telling you, I'm not bragging, I didn't even jump, you know, usually, you know, I didn't even, what's that? I just turned around slowly. I was at the door and walked out that door and looked around. Who the hell are you? Where is that? I want to know where it was at. I could even smell the gunpowder. That's how close it was. But other people would be, if they deal with stuff in Oakland and all that, they'd be ducking and hiding and niggas trying to shoot the brother. We say shoot on. You know, this is what's happening. It's a type of confidence. No matter what they do, I still believe that I'm going to live to be 100. This is what I believe. And that I'm going to be a part of this great. Now, if I leave this evening or tomorrow, it's fine. That's what I believe. And they can't scrub up other stuff and make me think that, oh, your leg is hurting. Now, remember I was telling you about my leg was hurting? And I said the same thing I said in Oakland. I'm going to run till I get this boy back the way I want it. And everything is fine. 2 days, it's fine. And it'll be better tomorrow. If it's not better, what will I do? I will run until it hurt and hurt and hurt, until I limp. And pretty soon, I'll be on a high level. I'll learn how to deal with that. That's what the white man don't like. Whatever he send you, thank you very much, boss man. You think I'm gonna go and start sniffling and hollering? No. So he stops it. That's putting it back on. Ain't nobody, remember I was telling you about my friend, not friend, the guy from Iran. I'm telling you, this is actually true. I could show you the paperwork. I will show it to you in a day or so. My writing, when it would start off here, I could make a big letter and then it gets small and small, boom. I said, yeah, man, my writing is getting all small, messed up. And my upper body strength. As soon as I told him that, that's when Mukhtar come by. Because my upper body strength is going. Evidently, it's them. It ain't me. Because, you know, they want to convince me of something. Excuse me about talking about myself now, but because remember we said we're going to do some other programs. We'd have done 4 or 5 of them. Now we're doing one about what we're supposed to be doing. Last year, year before last, and all that period, I was talking about what is it when you're getting old, but you're feeling younger?
Oh, reverse.
Reverse something. That's right. It's true. How do I know?
Age regeneration.
It's something like that. Okay, but think about it. Brother Tufel's house, have that concrete around there. It ain't much. But you know how much work you used to do concrete work? I'm talking about with that thing sitting in the front, not a mixer. Right? So I know my own body, right? And then I know how I was feeling. The other thing is, remember about 2 years ago when I was doing iron, lifting weights in the room, and I had so much iron on the bar, I was going, that's more iron. I haven't lifted that much iron in 20 years. I just did it for a while to see what was happening. And I had so much iron on the bar, you know when it rattled, go, oof. So on the things that I was doing, I tested myself. The other thing was painting the house. Painting the house, the masjid, not the masjid, but the house. I would put on that plastic and I would go out and paint early in the morning and get a drenching sweat. Then I'd go home and lay down. Then I'd come back out after Salat and I'd do it again. And I was dripping like tons of water. I was just sweating. But that was a project. I was doing that on purpose. You see what I mean? I was doing that on purpose. Sometimes I did it 3 times a day, but every day I did it, I went right around the house. I would do it 2, 3 times. Sometimes I did it twice a day. Once a day is sufficient. But I would do it sometimes 3 times a day. Sweat, just super knock that sweat out. All the salt go out of your body. Another thing happens when you're doing that. At first, your body is salty. That sweat is salty. But after a while, the salt taste goes away. Yeah, it's a little, but it ain't too salty. Yeah. So here's the point. I was talking that stuff and I wanted to see myself. The white man didn't know what I was doing. I was testing myself. I passed every test. Just like the test yesterday, the brother said, man, your heart is rolling, it's fine. I said, yeah, I'll run a little bit. I'm going to get back in shape. So, whatever this person, these people is doing, personally, if I run across anything that don't fit the ethics, I'm going to turn right back on him. So, oh no, homeboy, I ain't doing that. You ain't getting by. That means he could have operated and spent $1 million. I don't know how much the little gadgets he got, but I know there it is right there. Right there. And it was, the feeling was coming from up here. So whatever they put in there, you can defeat them on everything. How? Ethics. They scare people with dreams. Ooh, right? The white man try to scare niggas with anything. Hey, that punk, that low down, sissified cracker will try to use all that. I'm not bragging. He ain't using it on me. You better come up with something else. Better retool it. And guess what? With the way we feel about things, I don't believe there's nothing they can do. That's why I said 20 years ago, if I stand up here giving khutbah and start doing the boogaloo, say, well, the brother did his part for that time. That's what he was supposed to do. And if I start slobbing at the mouth, don't feel sorry for me. I'm 74 years old. I will have completed what Allah put me here to do with flying colors. They can't take the colors away. That's why I say every test that the system is laid out, we done passed it with fine colors. And we're not putting up with none of that little old sissified stuff. Like I say, we choose the rounds that we're, Oakland don't choose no rounds. The place around the corner don't choose no rounds. CARE, none of the big groups, they don't choose no rounds. They don't choose a round. We choose our own. We choose when the round starts and when it's over. It don't make no difference what they say and how they feel about it. That is a total blessing from Allah. And we do our research. We have not found anybody to fit in any of those categories like that. They don't have experience with colonialism. They didn't have experience with gangsterism. They didn't have the experience. They didn't have the human feeling to do any East Oakland Enterprises or Black Enterprise Zone. It wasn't in them. That's not bad, it just wasn't in them. Right? Now, all of that, now it sounds like I'm bragging, but hey, look, bump that white man. He gonna got to get a whole lot better than what he doing. Because this stuff he pulling ain't nothing. It's girlified stuff. Yes, we're engaged, but we're not attached to this stuff. That's the secret. You engaged. Like Star Trek, they said engaged. We engage, but we're not attached. It's one of the greatest secrets you'll ever learn. How to be involved with stuff, but not attached with success or failure. We can't fail. We've already had it. Good God Almighty, the successes that we have had here. You got to remember, look at the masjid here.